This is Rummy's Corner. Coming up on October 15th, in a bout that will be televised on Fox pay-per-view, heavyweight contender Robert Helenius will square off against former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. I have to say, I really like this matchup at this particular point in time. You have Wilder coming off his only 2 losses, back-to-back stoppage defeats he suffered against heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury, and then you have Helenius having recently resurrected his career with back-to-back victories against a previously undefeated contender, Adam Kownacki. Once upon a time, Helenius was a promising up-and-coming undefeated contender who had beaten 3 former heavyweight champions inside the distance against Layman Brewster, Sam Peter, and Sergey Lihovich. But following a controversial win against Derek Chisora, an injury along with some contract disputes left him very inactive over a 3-year stretch, and he would suffer losses against Johann Duhaupas, Dillian White, and Gerald Washington. Going into his first bout against then undefeated Kownacki, he was generally viewed as being washed up and past his best, but like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Helenius resurrected his career with a fantastic showing. Helenius showed a strong jab, he absorbed a lot of hard shots, he exhibited toughness and courage, and at the end of the night he outgunned Kownacki in a firefight. Helenius won by 4th round TKO, and all of a sudden the Nordic Nightmare was back in the mix. The rematch happened a year and a half later on the undercard of Wilder's 3rd fight with Fury, and Helenius looked even better this time around. Helenius was more confident, he had Kownacki hurt very early on, and Helenius was landing hard clubbing shots repeatedly, and a desperate Kownacki ultimately started throwing below the belt. Initially, it was ruled a disqualification victory for Helenius in round 6, although officially the result was later changed to a TKO win for the Nordic Nightmare. For Deontay Wilder, he is looking to bounce back after losing his WBC belt against lineal heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury. Their epic trilogy is thus far the defining heavyweight rivalry in this era. Prior to losing against Fury, Wilder had made an impressive 10 consecutive title defenses of his WBC belt, including the draw in his first bout with Fury. To put that in perspective, only Vladimir Klitschko, Larry Holmes, and the great Joe Louis ever made more consecutive heavyweight title defenses. Wilder receives a lot of criticism for his level of opposition he faced prior to Fury, but the fact remains, 10 consecutive title defenses is no easy feat, and the only 2 fights Deontay has ever lost were against the man who ended the 10-year reign of Vladimir Klitschko before ending the 5-year reign of Wilder. And Tyson Fury had to go to war and get up off the canvas twice to win that 3rd fight in the rivalry. The biggest question going into this one is how much did the Fury fights take out of Wilder, both physically and mentally? If Wilder proved nothing else against Fury, he proved that his heart and courage are beyond reproach. Indeed, Wilder fought with every fiber of his being while giving his very best effort in defeat. I'm inclined to believe that Wilder will be as mentally determined as ever, and while Wilder has always had some technical limitations in terms of the art of the sweet science, he has more than made up for it with incredible determination and a lethal nuclear right hand. Wilder has dropped every opponent he has ever faced, including the 4 times he dropped Fury throughout their trilogy. But even if Wilder is the exact same guy he was before facing Fury, this is still not a given for Wilder. Helenius is a big, strong guy who isn't afraid to scrap. He has legit knockout power in both hands. He has decent all-around boxing skills with an educated, stiff jab. And against Kownacki, he showed that he can still compete and win against a highly ranked contender. His best days may be behind him, but he is still a formidable guy with a big punch. Him and Wilder are familiar with each other, and in theory, this is something that might favor Helenius, given he has better overall boxing fundamentals. If Helenius can establish an early groove with his jab, Wilder might be in for a really tough challenge. Combine that with the fact that Helenius arguably carries more power than Fury, and it could wind up ending in disaster for Wilder. This is a fight I definitely believe will not go the distance. With the big power from both of these guys, I suspect someone is going to get stopped. Although as I say this, it might imply we're headed for a 12-round tactical chess match. But that would surprise me a great deal. At the end of the day, I believe Wilder will emerge triumphant. And the reason I believe this is twofold. First and foremost, while Helenius might be more fundamentally sound than Wilder, he isn't more fundamentally sound than Fury was. Helenius has more of a textbook style, the variety of which Wilder has generally done very well against. Helenius isn't as fast as Fury, he isn't as slick and innovative as Fury, and he is much easier to hit clean. Beyond that, the other thing is that Wilder himself is less predictable and trickier to tee off on than Kownacki, who didn't do himself any favors against Helenius, as he repeatedly walked right into his power zone time and time again. I don't expect Wilder will do that. And even if he does, Wilder is a good deal more slippery than Kownacki. So for my official prediction, I am taking Deontay Wilder for the win, and I believe he will get to Helenius early. So I'm picking Wilder by knockout in round 2. I think we might get some fireworks while it lasts, but I'm expecting Wilder will land his bomb before Helenius, and that even if Helenius lands something big early himself, that he won't be able to take Wilder into deep water the same way Fury did. I like Deontay Wilder by second round knockout, but what the hell do I know? My track record is certainly less than stellar, and I'm no Quasimodo. But whatever happens, I am very fired up for this one. I believe it's an absolutely fantastic matchup that will reveal a lot about where Helenius is following back-to-back big wins that resurrected his career, and it will reveal a lot about where Wilder is following back-to-back losses against Tyson Fury. Best of luck to both the Bronze Bomber and the Nordic Nightmare, and may the best man win on that night. So who do you think will win? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and have a wonderful night. This is Rummy's Corner.
Nostradamus. Quasimodo's the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
All right. Nostradamus.
Nostradamus and Notre Dame. It's two different things completely.